Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new series. Now it's not a new game, we've played this before on the channel, but it is a new series of this game. I have been wanting to do a new game of Rule the Waves 2 for a while. They've been adding update upon update, basically every month for a while now, and they've really, I think, made it control a bit better, made it a bit easier to work with your naval aviation, both on carriers and at bases, and just generally made the game better. So, we're going to get into it. Now, just as an out, there is supposedly next month, so sometime this month, midway through this month or later on this month in March, supposed to be an update that adds missiles into it, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it doesn't break the save and we get to play with that a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be starting a new game in the 1900s start, because why not? And specifically, we're going to be playing as the Japanese. Now, everybody out there may be wondering, Roach, why are you playing the Japanese? You can barely pronounce English words. This is just admitting defeat. And you're right. I am admitting defeat, because if I can't pronounce things at the beginning, then you won't expect me to be able to pronounce anything throughout the series. Checkmate, viewer. In all honesty, I like the Japanese. I think their tactical situation, strategic situation at the beginning of the game is interesting, and I want to play through it, because I haven't actually done that since the original game, and I've never done it for a series. So we're just going to get right into it. Now, the Japanese don't have a good budget starting out with. They're pretty low. They don't have a good shipbuilding industry. They do get the surprise attack, which is going to be cool for wars that we start. The dock size is pretty low. They don't get oil off the bat, but they get good research advantages, and they get some decent bonus tax. But their naval guns are also smaller than most European countries. So it's a good mix of it's a mix of good and bad. So we're going to see how this goes. So, okay. We're going to go with a medium, or we're going to go with a large fleet size, because I think that's more interesting. Let's see here. Research rate, 100%. That's good. Historical resources I'm going to keep off, because I've never really seen it matter too much. Harsher peace deals, we're going to keep off. Very technologies, we're going to keep off. AI advantage, I already struggle with the AI. I like aircraft, so we're not going to slow that. And I don't like building the legacy fleet, even though it's more optimal. I think going ahead and having your legacy fleet pre-built for you is more of a challenge. You have to work within what is generated for you. So we're going to go with that. And our name is going to be Roach. Just Roach. And we're going to go game space 3. Yep. And okay. So let's see what this gives us here. All right. So we get a couple of cruisers. We've got 4 heavy cruisers of the same class. They're about 10,900 tons, so they're foreign built. That's not the best, but we'll have to make do. And we've got 3 light cruisers, all of the same class. They can be built locally. A decent amount of destroyers. We've got 19 of them. That's not bad. And then 3 battleships of 2 different classes. We got the Makasa? Don't know. And the Yashima class. This one's fairly large, actually. What does it look like? 12-inch guns, not bad. 14 6-inch guns, 16 3-inch guns, 4 submerged torpedo tubes, 18 knots. It's a little slow. Good armor, though. Good belt armor. And what about the Yashima? That looks more what I'd expect. 10-inch guns, 8.5-inch belt. Actually, let's check that. What was that? Was that just a straight 8.5? Oh, that was the wrong one. 11-inch belt. So that's kind of our bruiser. Okay, we got another light cruiser being built. 10 5-inch guns, 2 of them in like double turrets, which isn't that bad actually. 2-inch belts, not bad. 23 knots is good. Okay, and the Hatsuzi? I don't know. The hat. Weird mesh problem. 12-inch guns is actually pretty good. 10-inch belts, all right. 17 knots, I'd rather it be 18. But it's not bad. These can be built. I'll let these continue to be built. But let's check our situation. So right now we control 3 possessions. We've got Formosa, which is Taiwan, off the coast of China, which is technically inside of Southeast Asia, even though it rests on the, like, in between there, but the border. But we've got that, and then we've got our 2 home islands. We've got Japan, and then we've got Hokkaido. Now, here's the plan, because like with the Italians, I'm going to have a plan starting out with, and then we see what will happen. Right now, in terms of the sizes of everybody's fleets and what's available to everyone, I am the least powerful in the world. Almost nobody else is as weak as me. With the you can make an argument of Italy or Russia, but Russia has a very decent light cruiser force, and Italy has more battleships and more more everything, and a better naval budget. Actually, everybody has a better naval budget than me. But here's the thing: the only nation that is somewhat comparable to me is Russia, even though they have a much higher naval budget. Here's my plan. I am hoping to build up over the next few years and start a war with Russia. I want to push them out of the Liaotung Peninsula and this this island off the northern part of Hokkaido. I want to try and force them back, gain more possessions, because that's the problem with Japan, is that they don't have a lot starting out. They have limited possessions, limited budget, limited shipbuilding industry. It's just not great all around. But if I can go ahead and increase it by taking little bits and pieces, I can cement our position in like the Northeast Asian area, and then push into where I want to be, Southeast Asia. This is where oil will be discovered in large quantities. There are some very good positions here, as we know from our Italian playthrough. I want to try and take it, and unlike the Italian playthrough, we will actually have the ability of supporting this area because it's literally right next to our home build area. So that's the plan. We'll see how that goes. We're going to put a little bit of intel effort into Russia, and we are going to spend some cash on increasing our dock sizes. Because oh shit, how much is it? Oh yeah, we don't have it. We gotta build up some money. Okay. But we're going to build up some cash, and then we're going to get some dock size increase, and we're going to just keep doing that so that we can not have to kind of pay other countries to build our ships for us, as they are currently doing. We have 2 battleships in Great Britain, which I don't like, but yeah, that's the plan. So, I don't think there's much else for us to really do at the moment, because we don't have a lot of money. We want to finish those battleships, and then we want to increase our dock size. So really, we're just going to go ahead and end the turn here and see what happens. So Russia's ordered a battleship in a British shipyard, and Italy is putting down a Da Vinci class battleship, or dreadnought, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Can we build that now? 2,400. There we go. Okay, so that's being built up. And yeah, there's really nothing we can do. We've got quite a long time before these battleships are off the slips and to us, and that's going to open up a lot more of our income. I might replace these older destroyers and put them on. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go to the next turn. I don't like destroyers that are short ranged and cramped. That seems not optimal, so we might get rid of these and replace them with a decent, like these 5 with this class, which actually is not bad. 3-inch guns, 2 inchers I might get rid of, get some extra weight off there, but it's not really hurting anything, and 27 knots is pretty good for this time period. So yeah, not bad. Let's go to the next turn. Prime Minister wants battleships to increase our national prestige. Wants decrease our budget. 2 additional battleships. We'll get the budget for right now, which isn't probably going to be a lot. See, barely anything. That's just bad. With tensions low, votes to reduce naval spending, which makes it even worse. Revenge class dreadnought. There's a slowdown in the hat. Yeah, we just halved our naval budget. Yeah, we can't build battleships off that. What do they expect? Let's just keep going. Our relations with Italy have taken a turn. Okay. Italy laid down a heavy cruiser. Germany laid down a heavy cruiser. Alright. Let's keep saving up some cash. June 1900. Nothing going on. Government of Great Britain has increased naval spending to keep its navy preeminent. Great Britain has laid down another revenge class. Slowdown of our light cruiser in the slips. Yeah. Japan starts out at a pretty bad situation. Okay, increased our dock size by 1,000 tons. That's good. Major arms firm wants to sell ships to a South American country. This will be good for our arms industry, but risk leaking. Well, we actually don't have a lot of good technology, so we'll increase that. Rebellion has broken out in the Carolina Islands for Germany. Actually, which one is that? Carolina Islands. I don't know off the top of my head where there they are. So you are in rebellion. That's good for us. Decrease the strength of Germany in the Asian area, in like the Far East area, as well as I'd rather decrease all European powers in kind of the Southeast Asian Pacific region, but we'll see. Capital displeasure. Yeah, I know. Number of battleships. Just keep more slowdowns in our light cruiser. New York class would have 10-inch main guns. It's a heavy cruiser. It's actually pretty good. Oklahoma will be commissioned in 2 months. All right. We just got to keep going. Okay, rebellion continues in the Carolina Islands. That's good. Another heavy cruiser for Great Britain. Italy put down a light cruiser. 2 more months for this light cruiser to be done. This one's got 4-inch, so 10 4-inch guns. This one, what has it got again? 5-inch guns. It is heavier. Alright. Expanding our shipbuilding another 1,000 tons. That's good. Spy from Italy has been discovered. Handled it quietly. Scientists report they have suffered a temporary setback in figuring out the concept of double bottom. I just remembered, because it's been a long time, I did not change my research. But then again, we haven't had a lot of income to really change it by, but we will go 10% of the budget. And let's get, I want hull construction to be a high priority. I want machinery development to be a high priority because I want fast ships. Light force and torpedo warfare because we have an advantage on that. And better naval guns. There we go. Well, we lost a little bit of time, but it wasn't that bad. Most of a year, but I think we're okay. Okay, heavy cruiser just got on the scene for the UK, or for the Great Britain, Great Britain and the USA. Sorry, I'm sipping on my tea. Okay. Yeah, not a lot for us to really worry about. Okay, there we go. Our ship, the light cruiser Takashiro? Takashiro? I think it's Takashiro. Is commissioned in the Navy. I probably butchered that, but then again, you never expect me to actually pronounce these words correctly. We will buy that technology, Krupp armor. So there we go. Rebellion has been defeated. Ah, damn it. Oh, has defeated the German forces. Caroline Islands are now declared independent. Declared independence. That is good. That means the Germans have lost possession in Southeast Asia. They have one in the Northern Marianas, but and they also have one here, which I want to get rid of at some point. But still, that's good. That decreases their power overall, which is what we want. Okay, we have 1,000 monthly budget, so I want to build this decent 500-ton destroyer. We want to build 5 to replace the crappy ones we currently have. So let's keep going. New dock's been completed. That's good. So we're at 12,000 tons. Okay, our scientists report they are well on their way to the hydraulic recoil. To understanding hydraulic recoil. That's good. New battleship commissioned and one laid down. Brandenburg class. For the Germans, obviously. Concerned about tensions leading to war. International disarmament. If we want peace, armed for war. Yes. A lot of new commissioned battleships. Alright, we got a little bit more income there. Let's check what we have. I like this light cruiser, so can we build another one of that? Takashiro class. It's expensive, but another one of those is pretty good. It's quick. It's nice raider is what I like about it. Those guns will be decent for raiding and fending off defender. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead with that one. We're gonna pick up another one of them. Generate a random name for the ship. Okay. So we've got that one coming in. Next month we'll have 2 more battleships. That's good. That'll open up a lot of income. We can also build up our docks. And next turn. Our battleship, the Shimaya, is commissioned in the Navy. During trials, we found the ship is somewhat overweight. That's not great. And hat. Okay. Takashiro is up. 1% weight savings on machinery. Our scientists report that they are well on their way to understanding coincidence range finding. Okay. Hydraulic recoil is up. There we go. Okay. 2 battleships. We got 3,000 to spend now. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to see about designing a battleship in our own dockyards. So local yards, 13,900 tons. And we're getting 10-inch guns, which is what we thought. You know, we're not going to do that. We're going to just go ahead and build another of this hat class. It's not as... Okay, let's look at this. So we've got you with 12-inch guns, 11 belt. 8.5 belt, 10-inch guns. For you. 10-inch belt, 12-inch guns. Just not as quick. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and build another one of those. Just to go ahead and round out our force. So the Fuji is being built. That'll be 2 years before that one comes off the slips. Let's go ahead and let's see about design. Well, what do we have in terms of a heavy cruiser? So you 9-inch gun, 6-inch belt, 20 knots. Single turreted 9-inch gun, 2 of them. Let's see if we can design something better. Our local yards. Okay, not sure what that was. Alright. Can't be identified as a legal type. I'm wanting a heavy cruiser. Okay. 8-inch guns. Forward and aft in 2 gun turrets. Decent number of 6-inch guns and casemates, and 3-inch guns for tertiaries. Belts 5.5. Freeboard's low. We got spare weight we can go ahead and play around with. If we up that just a little bit, and then drop the tertiaries down to maybe 4. Okay. Okay, rate of fire penalty, but I'm okay with that. The belt's a little light, but it's quick, it's fast, and the guns are fairly beefy. Yeah, we're gonna suggest the name. So would that be the Yawate? I think so. I think it's mostly phonetic with Japanese. Again, don't expect me to pronounce any of these correctly. And yeah, that's why we're playing this. Yeah, I think Yawate is good. Yes, we'll go ahead and start developing that. We're going to see how that comes out, hopefully well, and then we'll start building it. I would like to make maybe 2 of those as some like long-range raiders we can put out, or just some raiders we can put out there. Like heavy raiders. There we go, like heavy raiders. Our scientists are happy to report they're close to mastering destroyers of up to 600-ton displacement. That's good. Alright, one of our light cruisers is being delayed. It's great. Unexplained delays for one of our destroyers as well. We have an underdeveloped shipbuilding industry, so that's exactly as we'd expect it to go. Coincidence range finding has been researched, so better accuracy. 600-ton displacement for our destroyers. We already put down the order for those 500-tonners, but we'll work on that later. 4-inch guns have been increased to quality 1. That's nice. Okay. Let's take a look at the almanac. Alright. We're losing the game when it comes to battleships, both in tonnage and in... well, we're not too far off in tonnage. Like, we have 5. With all 6, we'd be at 83,200 tons. Russia's at 86,600. It's not bad. Italy's got some fairly heavy battleships. Heavy cruisers. I want to go ahead and make a couple of more of those, so we're on par with the Russians there. Our light cruisers are going to be just overpowered. We need to start building those up. Same thing with our destroyers. Yeah, it's going to be something we got to look into. Because Russia is going to be our main enemy going forward for a while. Okay, new battleship finished her working up. That's nice. Both of them finished their working up. Made unexpected advances in ship design. Cool, what is that? Heavy secondary battery. Enables secondary guns heavier than 7 inches in casemates or single turrets. Ooh, that's good. So we can actually kind of pump up our designs a bit. Yeah, go to build screen. The Awade will go ahead and make 2 of those. They're heavier designs, and we'll put them out. Got a couple of more months. We got a few months of being in the red before the destroyers start coming off the slipways, and then we can go ahead and hopefully be in the black. We'll see. Okay. We'll be close. Unexpected delays in another destroyer. That's great. Okay. We might go ahead and just halt construction of you, just so we're not bleeding as much. Handle a spy from the U.S. quietly and discreetly. We don't want to cause any trouble from the U.S. Unexpected advances in torpedo tech. Nice. So improved hydrostatic valve gives us some better torpedoes. 5% increase in sub reliability is cool. We don't have the ability of making subs yet, but it's nice that we have that increased reliability for our non-existent subs. Okay, we should be in the black after this, hopefully, month, because we've got 3 destroyers coming off the slips. New research area discovered. Scientists have reported that they have discovered an exciting new research area of fleet tactics. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, we're in the black. That's good. So we'll let that go for a little bit so we can build up our reserve funds a little bit more and then restart production of the Azuma. Think so. Next turn, 2 more destroyers into the Navy. Our spies managed to get a hold of the blueprints for the U.S. Dreadnought Michigan, currently under construction. Ooh, that thing is not great. It's quick, kind of. It's quicker than ours, but still. Ugh. Rumors that German scientists have trouble mastering principles of improved AP caps. Intelligence report Russia. There are reports that Russian scientists have invented Cockburn's safety valve. Okay. Not sure what that is off the top of my head. Alright, resume construction here. We're in the black, or we're not in the black, we're in the red a little bit, but not by too much. Tension's low. Decrease in naval funding. There's been an internal upheaval in South Korea. Germany is apparently sending a force there, obscenely to restore, or a little bit likely to have far more reaching plans. What do you recommend? We should issue it. No. Demanding they back down. That's right in our back door. It's unimpressed by our ultimatum and completes the occupation of South Korea. Damn it. So now they have the South Korean, and then they have a base in South Korea. That sucks. We're going to have to deal with that at some point. Oh, and our budget went down again. So, halt construction there. Unexpected advances in AP projectiles. Hardened AP penetrator. Nice. Unexpected advances in explosive shells. Alright, increase to shell damage. That is good. Russia's building a 10-inch coastal battery in the Baltic states. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. A little bit more than a year for some of these ships to come online. Almanac. Yeah, Germans outnumber our battleship force 2-1. It's a little bit. It's a little bit more even in the heavy cruiser department. Still pretty crap in light cruisers, and we've got more destroyers, which is good. But then again, they have to protect a lot, so, I mean, what do they got right now? They've got 2 heavy cruisers and 3 light cruisers there. They've got a light cruiser and some destroyers. Nothing there, nothing there. Light cruiser. Yeah. It'll take them a while to get the bulk of their forces here. So if we did go to war with them, we'd have a couple of months of superiority in the area. Might be able to get an invasion off or something. New docks completed. Okay. So we've got 16,000 tons of dock size, which I'm actually not sure. So we've got 16,000. Germany's got 16,000. UK's got, Great Britain's got 16,000. 16,000 for France, 17,000 for Russia, 16,000 for the USA, and Italy's got 15,000. So we're actually on par with the majority of the international community again. So that's good, which means we're going to just go right past it and put another 2,400 points into that and keep increasing our dock size so that we can hopefully start building bigger ships. I also think having a bigger dock size will help us with our undeveloped ship industry, I think is something I've heard. We'll find out. But looking at the time, I think that's going to be the end of this episode because we have reached it a little over, but either way, it's the first episode. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below, hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, consider the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!